Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, welcome to a video. Uh, here comes John complaining that, oh, missed a week, missed the whole thing. But I've restarted back at Office Depot, so now I'm working two jobs, 2 hour days. I'm working. Last week, I think I saw the Stanvics more than I did my family, which wasn't good, wasn't fun on my behalf. But what an interesting week it was, right? Uh, we had some teams score some major points. My team, I have like almost 200 points up on everybody for the Johnny Moxon Award. So I might be back-to-back Johnny Moxon Awards. That's pretty cool to me. We have 3 people now at 8-2, which is pretty epic if you think about it. And then we have five. Yeah, 5-5. So it's a bottleneck there to get those last 3 playoff spots. And then we've had 2 new people enter the constellation bracket. Welcome, Dana and Katie. Unfortunately, we will not see Andy's ever right here. Eric's, Katie, or Dana on this. So, it's interesting. So, let's get right into it, shall we? Here it is, your Week 10 review. Here's your Week 10 review. Playoff bound improves to 8-2 with a drubbing. 210.02 over 1 football toilet poo. He falls to 3-7. Katie, welcome to the Dumper Bowl. 107.26. JB leads the series 5-2. We pretty much could assume that this one was over after Thursday Night Football. Michelle McCoy and the Bills defense put up a 40, and then everybody else got their projected points. It was pretty much an onslaught from the beginning. 7 poos did not become 8 poos as Eric was 3-7 with a 133.22 defeat of Phalosaurus Rex, who falls to 3-7 with a 92.62. Like I said before, the midnight ran on Cinderella and the team turned to a pumpkin. Jeremy Langford, what a pickup there, is essentially carrying Eric out of the potential Dumper Bowl. So great there. Eric leads the series 1-0. The Dingo AJ Cutler leads the pack of 5-5s with a 135.88 defeat of Andrew Nolux, who falls to 2-8 with a 117.78. Sam J now leads this series 5-2. The Jimmy Jab Games improved to 8-2 with a 159.34 defeat of Mode of Urine, who is now in the pack of 5-5s with a 111.74. Sam B leads the series 2-1. I kid you not, folks. Other ones were 0, but John just having the kicker going against DeAndre Hopkins and Jeremy Hill for Sam, who already had a 35-point lead. They were still giving John 1%. 1% chance to win. Couldn't believe it. That 1% couldn't have happened, so congratulations. Sam B now leads the series 2-1. Repairs complete. Proves to 8-2 to keep up with the pack for the first round buys. 93.12 defeats Repairs Impossible, who pushes them down to the 5-5 pack. Really hurts their chances. A 61.5. That's really bad. That's Andy bad. Like Kara, that's ouch. I mean, someone puts up 93 and you couldn't beat it. That's kind of like the Detroit Lions only putting up 18 points, but you only getting 16. Kyle leads this series 3-0. In a chance for Bob to improve to 6-4 to separate himself, he allowed himself to be caught by T. Luke's Thrashers. He now improves to 5-5 with a 113.36, defeating now named Romo Licious, because he picked up Tony Romo, and now Tony Romo's coming back. But wasn't Romo Licious 1-10 in that commercial? And a girl? I mean, you got one of those things right because you're 5-5. You scored 90.18. Travis is dominating the series 7-2. I don't think he'll ever catch that one up. Romo-licious. So there it is. That is Week 10 in review. Enough is enough. Let's stop looking at the past, and we can continue on to look forward to the future. Right? So, We got some key matchups. We got a battle for number 1 seed, and we have a pivotal 5 versus 5 and 5 versus 5 versus 5 to help determine who's getting into the playoffs. Folks, your week 11 review, preview, your week 11 preview. Here's our week 11 preview. Folks, we have a slobber knocker to start off the week. It is for the rights to the number 1 position at this point in time. City Councilman JB at 8-2, projected at 150.05, versus Repairs Complete, who's also 8-2 at 87.75. Kyle leads the series 6-4. It is important to get that bye week to everybody, but there it is, the matchup of probably the year. 7 Pooh Faces, 3-7, 124.01, looking not to go 8 Pooh Faces against T. Luke's Thrashers 2, who's 5-5, 107.60. Travis leads the series 5-3. While no one can technically get into the championship or the consolation, it does start an important lane of games, so Travis is in a must-win situation. And what better than a 3-7 team facing him? The Dingo 8J Cutler favored at 136.55, a 5-5 team, going against the Jimmy Jab Games, who's 8-2, or the 123.60. Sam B leads the series with the Sam's 1-0. There's a game that if Sam J can steal, it'll go 6-5. It'll go a long way to securing his spot into the championship bracket. Oh damn, no need to cry here. Balosaurus Rex, 3-7, or the 123.73 rejection, going against Andrew Nola, who's 2-8 with the 111.3. Of course, the series ties is the first ever meeting between them. But you know what? You had an easy path. You had Eric last week. Could have gone 4-6. Now you're 3-7 and in the Dumper Bowl, so congratulations there for your first time. You got Andy now. This might not be an easy win for you. You may lose this one. A second very important matchup here pits 5-5 Molten Urine versus 5-5 Repairs Impossible. John slightly projected to win, 81.87 versus 61.26. Kerry, you cannot put up another 60. It's just embarrassing. John leads this series 2-1, but like I said, it's very important because at 2 5-5 teams, you can push one closer to the consolation bracket while you push yourself up towards the championship bracket. The newly landed into the consolation bracket, Katie, with a 1 football toilet smiley Eric, 3-7 with a projection of 130.26, going against Romolicious, who's 5-5 at 114.42. Katie, you can play spoiler here. You can really put the sugar in the gas tank and really put the thumb on the wound to try to bury Bob out of the championship bracket. Bob leads the series 4-3. So, with 5 teams at 5-5, and essentially 3 playoff spots up for grabs, the odds may be in your favor. And, like I said, you are probably going to get that 7th, 8th, or potentially 9th seed. And the 7th and 8th is important because you get the bye, so you don't have to, if you don't lose in the first round, you go play for the Dumper Bowl. And the 9th seed gets to play 12th seed right away in the first round, which is Andy. So that's like a bye. So eventually 3 teams get a bye in the first in the consolation bracket. So everyone's looking good. But I went ahead and looked and see what your win-loss record is, looking up for the next 3 games to see who is projected out. And then I compared it to Yahoo. So here it is. Hashtag Separation Week. Here it is. It's Hashtag Separation Week. Travis, who is now projected to finish in 4th place, has Eric at 3-7, followed by Katie at 3-7, who you beat in week 1. Andy in week 13, who you beat who's 2-8, beat in week 2, with a record remaining of 8-22 for a .267. So Travis has the easiest path to the playoffs. In Kara's third year, she's looking to get back into the playoffs. She's projected to 5th. She's got John at 5-5, and Sam J at 5-5 as well, who she beat in week 1, and then Dana 3-7, who she beat in week 2. The combined record there is 13-17 at .433. So, Kara, welcome back to the playoffs. I have Bob projected 6th based on the win-loss record here. He's got Katie at 3-7. He's got a tough road ahead of him. He's got Kyle, who's 8-2, who Bob lost to in week 1, and John, who's 5-5, who he lost to in week 2. His remaining scheduled record is 16-14.533, but it doesn't matter. All you have to do is get into the dance, and Bob 6th gets you into the dance. Now, yes, John is projected 7th, and while 7th isn't the championship playoffs, and still good news because 7th and 8th is a first round bye in the consolation bracket, which essentially gives you not the opportunity to play for the dumper. So congratulations, John. You have Kara at 5-5, JB at 8-2, who I beat you in week 1, and you have Bob, who's 5-5, who you beat in week 2. The remaining record there is 18-12 for a 600 win percentage. Sam J coming in the final, who is projected 8th, but once again gets a free pass, so does not have to go for the dumper, so congratulations there. You have Sam B at 8-2, then you have Kara at 5-5, who you've lost to already, and then me 8-2 again, who you lost to in week 2. You have the hardest road because you were 21-9 remaining schedule on there for a 700. So yes, you may not make the championship bracket, but at least you'll get 8th place, so you don't have to fight for the dumper. Those were my projections. Just a quick look at Yahoo's projection, and here we go. 4th place, Sam J at 7-6. You're going to go 2-1, followed by Travis in 5th place. And it's a record of 7-6. You're going to win 2 out of 3 here. Bob rounding out, still in there, Bob. Gonna make it anyway, it looks like. At 7-6, once again, proving our point that you have to win 7 to make our playoffs. You're gonna win 2 out of the last 3. In 7th place, John, going 6-7, means only gonna win 1 more game, but still doesn't have to fight for the dumper, so congratulations. Now here's where it gets tricky. Kara, look at that. You get jumped by Eric, who is gonna win 2 more games and go 5-8. And get the 8th place spot, meaning he won't have to fight for the dumper either, so congratulations there. And then Dana also is going to jump you and go to 9th place. So she's going to win 2 more games, going 5-8. And why is 9th place important? Well, 9th place means you play Andy in the first round of the playoffs, which the last 3 years have shown anything. Andy always loses that game because Andy goes to the Andy Coppins Dumper Bowl. So essentially, Dana's not going to fight for the dumper either. Kara, you're going to go 0-3, it sounds like, and you are going to be in 10th place and end up having to play for a chance at the dumper. So, there you go. I'm sorry. So there you have it, folks. Your week 11 video. Just a couple friendly reminders. 1, keep doing pick'em. It will count towards the bowl pick'em. 2, don't use the group chat to talk about anything other than just the basic league stuff. If you want to talk bash about the Packers and how fundamentally flawed they are, please use a different chat. Don't use your friendly advice again. Don't use your waiver for a kicker or a defense. Kyle used your #1 waiver on the Green Bay defense against the Carolina game, which ended up giving you -2 points, which ended up giving you a loss. So yeah, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not in first place or anything. And finally, that's it. Happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays from the first family of the league football, Barons, 1 and 2. Yeah. And good luck to all you teams tonight, this week. While you can't clinch the playoffs, you certainly can get one step closer to doing it. So until next time, I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron.